Hello folks, this is BestInSlot with your final, I promise, Jurassic World Evolution video of the night. Video 8. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. I hope you guys have been really enjoying the content. The last thing we're going to do is a quick tour of both Isla Nublar North and Sanctuary Island, the two new playable maps in the game and how big they are and stuff like that. Now, I just want to show you guys something very quickly about Nublar North specifically. So if you come onto challenge mode, you can see the size of each island, right? Nublar gets large, Mount Steros medium, Muerta medium, Tucano medium, blah 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 blah. Sauna large. Nublar North is the only one that says sprawling in its buildable area designation, and you'll see why very soon. For reference, Sanctuary, also large. It's a fairly wide open plain, it's not massive, but Nublar North is sprawling. We're going to check out both of these in challenge mode. If you've been intently avoiding spoilers for this game, you shouldn't have any in this video because it won't show you any story content. We're just going to have a look at both of them in challenge mode, see how big they are, take a look at their features and stuff like that, and then we'll be done, folks. So, Nublar North, let's get started. Right folks, Nublar North. Now, one of the most interesting things about Nublar North is this, the Operations Center. Because it isn't a park and it's like this area about to be blown up by Mount Sibo, you can see in the background, and one of the very cool things about this map is every now and again it'll rumble and shake. We should experience it in this video. The whole thing will shake, the map will shake, because Mount Sibo is getting a little angsty in the distance. In the actual campaign, this isn't a spoiler, but as you work through it, the time of day also gets later and later and later, I think on purpose, and it feels pretty cool as well. Anyways, Operations Center. So this will actually act as the entrance to your park. This is the new monorail. It's only on this island, no other map in the entire game, including Sanctuary. Sanctuary has a typical monorail entrance, but Nublar North has a Operations Center. And if you put a dinosaur here and you put in your little guest thingamajiggies, the people will emerge from this. I actually can't remember how now that I look at it. It looks very weirdly shaped, but people emerge from this kind of area and into your park, which is pretty cool. It's not the best looking thing, and you unfortunately can't do anything with it. I'm not allowed. But yeah, it's just a little feature of it. Look at that cliff right there. We're going to be going up there in a second. So, oh, there it is. Isn't that cool? I think that's very cool. Nublar North, here we go. You can see it's got some of the new rocks and trees in and stuff like that, and it is massive. We're going to do a map version flyby first of all. So this is your starting building area. It's kind of like sauna. Instead of 4 areas though, it's 3 areas joined together. So big area joined by a little area and then a slightly big area over here. Comes with a ton of dinosaurs on it by default. Brachiosauruses, Gallimimuses, Sinoceratopses, lots and lots and lots. It's got this really nice wide open feel. You know, you can see so far into that distance over there. It feels large, it really does. And you head up here, especially when you first drive around it in the Ranger vehicle, you'll feel it, you'll feel the size of this place. Go up here, and there's a big, well, I was meant to be doing map mode, a big, wide open area, and then a little bit over here, and another Operations Center. Now, I didn't test this out in my playthrough, or in challenge mode, indeed, but I think you could build, if you so chose, up here, rather than down on the bottom. Another interesting thing is, there's a different number of dinosaurs here on challenge mode than there is in the campaign. There's a lot more dinosaurs in the campaign. If they gave you all those dinosaurs in challenge mode, it would have been made stupidly easy though. So they've really tamed down the number to give it a little bit more of a challenge. Usually there's some dinosaurs around here at the top, which is why I noticed. I'll have a little look through like this. Shabow, shabow. It's nice, big, humongous open area. It's got a little rumble going on. Now in the campaign, you won't be building a park here. Oh, there it is. In the campaign, you won't actually be building a park here. Your goal, of course, is to save the dinosaurs from Isla Nublar North and take them over to Sanctuary. Yeah, in the campaign, you're not going to be building a proper park here. You're just going to be working to do some stuff. But in challenge mode, if you want to build a park in here, you can do just that. And if you want to play sandbox, if you come do this on easy, it's basically sandbox because it's that easy. Yeah, I just think it's a really nice place. It doesn't really have anything unique in the way of terrain tools. The landscaping's all your default new stuff, but it's nothing, there's no sand or anything like that. It's not as cool as Sanctuary, but I do love the sprawling nature of it, and it does seem to be sprawling. These aren't connected. It's very unique. I'd say it's entirely unique in its shape amongst the other maps in the game. And on Jurassic mode difficulty for challenge mode, it does make for a slightly interesting approach. I'll have to see how you guys handle it. I have already done it myself. It took longer than Sanctuary. It took about 7.5 hours, I think, for Nublar North. Although admittedly I wasn't focusing that much, but still, it's a pretty cool little island. Let's go try out Sanctuary as well. If I have to listen to Cabot Finch make that bloody challenge mode joke one more time, are you up to the challenge? I'm going to go mental, and I love Cabot Finch. So here is Sanctuary. We'll have a little map view look first of all. You'll be entering again through a normal arrival point. It's got like a little lip down here, kind of like on Isla Nublar. I use this for my, ACU center and stuff like that, kind of like you would on Nublar. And then this is the area here. This is it. Let's go around. It's a fairly decent size. I would say it's smaller than Nublar, in my opinion. Probably by quite a bit, actually. But it's not that much smaller than some of the other large maps. If you scroll down here, it looks a little small there. But if you come down here and you look forward towards the monorail, that is your buildable area. I'd say it's probably nearly as long as Nublar, a little bit shorter, but it's quite a lot thinner. You are kind of cut off by the side here. You're not meant to be building a big sandbox park here at the end of the day, but it is nice to have a decent area to build on. And on my playthrough of the game, in order to get 5 stars, I used probably half the map. So you really don't need that much space, and it's a really nice looking area. One of the really cool things about this is if we go into our landscaping, you can use the sand tool on Sanctuary, if you so choose. One of only 3 islands in the entire game, along with both the Isla Muerta islands, Isla Muerta and Isla Muerta East, that will let you use the sand tool. So I think a lot of people will really enjoy messing around, building their really nice park on here. I think it's going to become a little bit of a fan favourite for making custom parks, if you can handle challenge mode, basically. And you can, you play it on easy, get loads of money, and then do what you want. That's probably going to be the idea. So let's go to the edge first of all. So I think we're clearly meant to be, for those who don't know, Sanctuary Island is basically a giant U-shape sort of thing. I think we're meant to be at the middle of it. There's a couple of islands out there, but beyond there you can see what is, that's the open ocean. Right down there is open ocean, the wide world. Nobody actually knows where Sanctuary Island is. It hasn't been confirmed properly in canon anywhere as far as I know. So we don't know, oh hello, there's a spaceship. We don't know what lies beyond those rocks, but we are at the centre of the middle of the island, looking out into the rest of it. Isn't really so much reflected in the shape, but it is in, there's cliffs there and there's cliffs there. We're clearly in a U-ish kind of place, and it's just a really nice place to build. I really enjoyed building here. I really enjoyed making my park. I think a lot of that was down to the terrain tools, but there's something about how Sanctuary is set up that gives it really nice lighting at times, because there's a constant day-night cycle on the go, and I got some really beautiful shots and some really nice moments by playing on Sanctuary Island. I did prefer it to Nublar North. Okay, brief story spoilers from this point forward, okay? They're not major story spoilers, but they are story spoilers, so I'm just going to say that, and if you'd like to avoid them, click off the video. Run away now! Are you still here? Okay, so one of the problems with Sanctuary is if you want to build a big custom park and you want to, fill it with everything you want, look at that, whew, beautiful, is you have to do it in challenge mode. You don't really have a choice. Sanctuary Island, in this game, in the campaign in Claire's Sanctuary DLC, bearing in mind you can't access this map from the normal campaign, you have to access it through Claire's Sanctuary or challenge mode, only has I think 18 dinosaurs, something like that. It's got a very limited roster of dinosaurs that they potentially rescued from Isla Nublar North. It isn't the entire, you can't choose every dinosaur. I think there's only 3 carnivores, the rest are herbivores if I remember correctly. I think Velociraptor, T-Rex, Albertosaurus, there might be 1 or 2 others in there, but generally speaking, it's a very limited roster of dinosaurs. Now that felt okay in the campaign, it really didn't feel like a big deal at all. But if you wanted to build the park of your dreams and use the sand tool and build on Sanctuary, you can't do that in the campaign, you do have to do that in challenge mode. I just thought that was worth mentioning. Here we go, it's just, it's a perfectly nice little area. Neither of the new maps blew my mind. Nublar North did have the pretty cool feature though, the rumbling with the Isla Mount Sibo in the background. I thought that was pretty awesome. And this is just a very nice, beautiful little island to build on. I don't think this is the next big step people may have wanted in terms of island size and stuff like that. At the end of the day, these aren't sandbox anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But hey, I enjoyed them and I hope you guys will too. Okay, now before we go, I do want to talk just for a minute. So if you're just interested in the islands, we are done. Okay, this is the tour finished. Very brief little tour. I'm going to talk about the channel and today very briefly because I have just worked for about 16 hours straight, and I'm not done. I've still got to edit and process all these videos. Not only did I have to finish the campaign and then both Jurassic Challenge modes, but I then had to, of course, record 8 videos, and then I've got to go process these 8 videos and do thumbnails for these 8 videos. Today has been an insane day. Insane. Probably the most I've worked in my life. I've not had a very hard life. It's been crazy, but I really hope you guys have enjoyed the content. I think I'm going to get some comments about how I'm doing too much and divulging too much information and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, it comes out tomorrow. I think you guys should know as much as possible. If you don't want to know anything, you don't have to know anything. If you want to know all of it, then you can find out pretty much everything by watching these videos. And you can then make an informed choice about whether this is a DLC and an update that you want to play or not. I'll also try to do a review. I'm hoping to do the review tomorrow. So if you're still on the fence, I will give you my unbiased opinions on what I felt about the DLC as I played it and whether it's worth your money and all that kind of stuff. So, thank you so much for joining me. If you have enjoyed the videos and you appreciate the work, please do hit the like button. We'll be back tomorrow with a much more normal schedule because I'm going to go sleep for about 10 billion years. Oh wait, no, I'm going to go process and edit 8 videos first and do 8 thumbnails and 8 but eventually I will sleep for 10 million years. Thank you so much for joining me today. Cheers, much love as always. Bye-bye. Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to help support me a little bit more, you can do so at patreon.com/bestinslot. There's a link in the description down below. Every little really does help in times like these, but it's not at all expected, and by just watching the video you've already helped me out massively, and it makes you a pretty cool person, so well done you. Thanks for joining me either way, I'll see you next time.